Hi, I'm Prasoon. I'm the founder of Yellow, and I basically work on mobile app, and I believe that mobile and crowdsource is the core philosophy through which a lot of other things can really change the way they are being done today. So this is what we do today, and this is what we believe in. My entrepreneurship journey started from my college when I was part of the founding team of the E-Cell at IIT Delhi, and then obviously worked for some years at an MNC. Post which, me and two of my batchmates, we started a company together. We worked on it for 2 years, grew it, and we had a really great experience growing a company from nothing to a company where we had more than 10 employees. And then finally, because we always focused on technology, we were able to actually make a good exit for ourselves. The very reason we made an exit because are we were very much motivated about growing and creating an impact, and when we realized that because of the place and the function and space we had chosen, it had its own inbuilt constraints because of which we could not grow. We made an exit last year, and post which I decided that I wanted to move into the internet and technology space. And today my journey has taken me to be completely immersed into the technology space. How we can help in future every single individual and every single small entrepreneur to do and start doing his business and do it well. So I have a story, and basically it also goes around how we actually started with our concept and how we are executing it. So that story is basically around how my mom actually always missing me and calling me every day from Rajasthan, and I'm currently in Bangalore. And basically over the course of time, when once she came to Bangalore and I bought her a smartphone and she started using WhatsApp, I realized that she, although when she had never used Facebook or email, she actually became a WhatsApp pro. And I realized that this is one of the ways mobile and chat and these simple user interactions, the way in which future people are going to come online. They're not going to come and have a website, and they're basically going to come and they'll start something like as simple as WhatsApp. And this is where our key insight lies, that the future actually lies on mobile. The future of how people will do business is mobile, because it has your location, it brings you online, and it helps you connect with your customers in real time. So our vision is, in future, how one will do business. What we believe is, they will not list themselves on a website, they will not list themselves on a directory or create a Facebook page or a Google Plus page, but it will be as simple as a WhatsApp. They will put their phone number, verify it, and click that they are, let's say, a DJ or a painter or an artist, and that's how they'll be immediately discoverable. Immediately they can reach out to their customer base, and that's how the future of business will be. So we started Yellow because of a personal frustration we faced when we moved to Bangalore for the first time. We like there were hardly any people who knew the language I spoke. Like my landlord didn't, my neighbors didn't, and I basically wanted to go up to them and ask them that, hey, do you know the best doctor around, or the best like there were many other services, like we needed a doctor, we needed a few other services. So what we figured out, that even when you go on these so-called listings of 10 blue links and several other places, all that you see is that, okay, there is a certain service and it has these many stars and these many reviews. Now what we are creating today, and the way it is fundamentally changing the game, is Yellow lets you recommend someone you've already worked with and you know. So basically Yellow is a platform where you know that on your phone you have the phone number of your doctor, of your architect, of your developer, of your designer, of so many other services, let's say your yoga teacher, your dance teacher. So we have provided you with the capability of you asking your friends and neighbors and people you know that, hey, do you know the best yoga teacher? And they can, in a click of a button, share the contact with you privately of the person whom they know is going to be right for you and is highly recommended. So what we are creating today is local social referral, and we believe that this is going to fundamentally change the way services are being hired and services and business being done. Also, what we also have done, which I think it's, for me personally, very close, is we can actually help the bottom of the pyramid. So recently on our platform, though it's currently in beta stage, we we got a question asked, and it was like, do you know any North Indian cook? And there were 4 different North Indian cooks whose number was shared by different residents of Koramangala area in Bangalore. And this, I believe, is fundamentally different. So these are the people who just have a mobile phone number. They don't have a smartphone. They don't speak in English. But here is the elite class which has these smartphones, which has the internet, and they are recommending socially that, hey, you know what, my North Indian cook, and I know that he's looking for work, would be good for you. And we've seen not only your friends and people you know are helping you, even random other people who are just on the platform are actually tagging someone from the contacts they know and actually helping. So we believe this, in the current version of Yellow, we have built in huge amount of serendipity, which is actually going to help the bottom of the pyramid, and at the same time, even for a very high touch requirement, like let's say a cardiologist, you are actually going to depend on a colleague or a friend's strong recommendation about a certain doctor. So we believe we've created a platform where we are going to fundamentally change the way you're going to use other people's services, and this is what Yellow is about. How is Yellow different from any of its competitors in the market? And today, if you look at, so it's, before we talk about how a certain product is different from its competitors, you need to really understand who its competitors are. So is Yellow competitor someone who's providing you listing of services in your city, or is Yellow's competitor Facebook, where you can actually ask your friends recommendation about something, or is Yellow's competitor someone like Truecaller, who would probably have the capability of giving you number of anyone around you for that matter. So I think what we have created is a fundamentally unique experience. However, all these different platforms, be it Google's local search, Yelp, be it Just Dial, are essentially competitors in some way because they are working in the same space. So how is Yellow different? Now, Yellow is the first ever platform where we believe we have innate capability to instantly in one click share the contact and help either the person you know or your friend who's asking the problem and resolve it. So what I mean by this is that today what we are allowing on our platform is every single recommendation comes from a social network. So any recommendation you get is a local social referral, far more important for you contextually than just reading, seeing 10 blue links on first page of a result, or seeing listing of different directory listings with ratings and reviews. Because here is a friend who says that, hey, you know what, I have hired this person who trained me in my yoga, and he was really good, and you are going to actually trust on him. So imagine the case, you have a friend telling you that go to this doctor, or go to this maybe let's say a developer or a designer for a startup you're working on. So this is how we really believe Yellow is different from its competitors. Besides, I think we are really forward looking because we are a very young startup, we are a mobile only experience, and we are very unique in the way we are using the phone book graph as a social graph of the information which can be made accessible to you in a secure and a way in which the privacy of users is highly respected. So we often get asked the question that what is Yellow with a red dot? So how it is being, so yeah, this is what the quirky and the fun part about Yellow is. Our logo is basically YELO and then a full stop which is colored red. For us, the red, it has a tactical advantage and it has a philosophical thing which is connected to it. So for us, Yellow of course made a lot of sense, like saying hello to your friend, and also that it's yellow in color. So we wanted to add passion to it, and for us that red dot symbolizes our passion to change the way things are being done, and our passion to really work with all our energies, heart and soul into this particular the whole thing which we have taken up with Yellow, which is basically not just a project, not just a company, because we are doing this because we really want to do something. We've already done a lot of other things previously, and now we have made this choice that we want to change. So that's what the red color is about. It's much more than that. And the tactical thing is very uniquely different, is that our domain name is yelo.red. So when you're going to type and you want to find out about us, you're going to write www.yelo.red. And when we write our logo as yellow with a red dot, it also basically is also explaining you what our domain name is. So for us, that's what yellow is about. With yellow, what we believe is we are building Delhi's hustle with Mumbai's pace and Bangalore's focus. That's because I have done most of my education, grown up in Delhi, and my co-founder and my wife Khushbu, she's done her studies and she's grew up in Mumbai, and both of us today are working on yellow in Bangalore. So that's how for us personally, in a very personal way, we've grew up in these cities and we are working in these cities. That's how we believe these are the inherent characteristics of each of these cities. Delhi is hustle, Mumbai is of course the pace. I cannot think of anything else about Mumbai with the metros and the crowd. And Bangalore, when you think of Bangalore, it's just that awesome weather, it's that serene, the calmness of the people and the really awesome community and the focus of this community on doing something fundamentally different using technology and the power which internet and mobile brings. And that's how this is what for us is yellow. And this is I don't know if I have the ground from where I can advise someone else, but what I can share with you what I do, and that's like it's quoting from Steve Jobs, is stay hungry and stay foolish. I'm myself a student of entrepreneurship, and what I strive to learn is how can we actually daily learn from what mistakes we've made yesterday and how we can improve. And other than that, it's if I have to give you a so-called mantra, it just has to be yourself and just go ahead and do it. There's no other way to find out how passionate you are about the idea or how big this thing could become, whatever your idea is. So very simply, just do it, believe in yourself, and always stay hungry and foolish and keep on learning.